Remember the Sylvester Stallone movie, Cliffhanger?
It was and still is a great movie.
So good, in fact, that they made $250 million back from the $65 million budget they spent making the film.
Now, of course, with a successful movie comes video games to cash in on the success of the film. There were several ports of Cliffhanger the game. But we're talking about the port on Sega CD. So let's pop this bad boy in. So the game starts up with some grainy, pixelated video footage on the menu for the game. Kinda reminds me of a DVD menu. So you hit start, and you get more video footage to watch.
They're here. You're right on time.
Now, maybe you own Cliffhanger on VHS, DVD. Check out the Sega CD version.
Everything is better on the Sega CD. The DVD version is too full of colors and it's too hard for your eyes to keep up with.
This is not so with the Sega CD version.
The Sega CD simplifies the color in the movie. Only a few subtle shades. Mostly shades of brown. So if brown's your favorite color, then this is the version for you. Also, do you really need the movie this clear? Picture quality doesn't make a good movie.
You wouldn't mind watching this episode like this, would you?
Also, if you're watching this show and you're a mother, I got another plus side for you. The Sega CD version has none of this.
None of your fucking business!
Shoots, socks, $100 million, the usual stuff.
Yes, the Sega CD version is nice and censored as well.
What's in them?
Shoots, socks, $100 million, the usual stuff.
You haven't lived until you've seen the Sega CD version of Cliffhanger. Well, enough about all that. Let's talk about the gameplay.
Well, right after that scene where Stallone manages to free himself from that cable, we're dropped off atop a snow-covered plateau. The gameplay, for most part, is a beat-em-up, but not that great of one. I can't help but feel that Streets of Rage is way better. You got these stiff kicks, inaccurate punches, and what is this? Liu Kang's flying kick? You also get weapons in this game. You ever heard of that saying, the pen is mightier than the sword? Well, here in this game, the knife is mightier than the gun. Seriously, it's the best weapon in the game. The bad guys are nearly helpless against it. I'd be petrified too if some big Italian man was frantically waving a knife at me.
I'll kill you!
I don't remember Quaylen having so many thugs. And they all dress alike. Also, let's take a look at Gabe. The picture in the top left corner looks alright, but look at the character model. He's got Jackie Chan's body and Bruce Lee's hairdo. Jackie Lee? Well, he does have the moves. So, you finish the beat-em-up stage, and your checkpoint is a fire that someone made.
That's different.
Next level, it's time to put Gabe's career to the test. It's time to climb. The climbing is kinda stiff. You'd think, since this is a game about a movie about a man who does mountain climbing for a living, that it would be a little more special, but no big deal. But you can't climb the mountain in peace. There's these gunners waiting for you as you climb up.
It's really not that hard to dodge them.
Thank God they can only point their guns in 8 directions. They're no snipers, that's for sure. Why are there conveniently located ledges to hold these lousy snipers? I don't remember this from the movie. I guess it's kinda related to the scene where one of Quaylen's goons starts shooting at Gabe when he's atop the cliff with the suitcase. But he was shooting upward, and there was only one of him. Well, anyways, you beat the climbing level and get to another fire. Then the game really heats up.
And by heats up, I mean nearly impossible.
You start off a snowboarding stage. There's only one word I can use to describe this snowboarding level. Aoya. Which means avalanche on your ass.
What? Never heard that word before?
Sure, at first you're thinking, this isn't that hard. But it picks up pretty fast. Just look at this pandemonium. There's no way the human mind can react in time to this. Now why I call it Aoya, let me explain. You see, you're snowboarding, you're trying to dodge all these obstacles, and you have to keep moving fast. Why? You see that meter to the right? That's the avalanche right behind you. So if you slow down too much, it's going to run you over. With some obstacles, you have to slow down to dodge. What a paradox. But there is a little sweet spot, as I like to call it. A glitch, perhaps. Anyway, move Gabe in a very specific spot, and now you don't have to try.
Haha. How do you like them apples? I can cheat too.
But it doesn't last that long.
Damn it!
Really, the problem I find here is that the level just goes on and on and on. I can just see the programming team.
Hey Bob, how's level 4 coming? Add the snowboarding level, I'll get back to you. Slackers.
Naturally, on this level, you're gonna die, and die, and die, and die. Strangely enough, the more you play the stage, the more your brain starts to adjust to it. Stallone does it all. Mountain climbing, ass kicking, trap setting, and even snowboarding. Maybe even more.
Okay, mama. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big guy coming through.
Realistically, he should be dead, or at least seriously injured, from just one crash.
But if Stallone can survive all this...
Crashing into trees and boulders at 60 miles per hour must be nothing. Now, I recall Star Wars Return of the Jedi game on the Super Nintendo having a similar level, but that was at the end of the game. This is only the 3rd level. Give me a break. Jeez, I'm getting my butt handed to me. Maybe if I didn't have all this distracting hair on my head.
That's good.
Almost impossible, but if you persevere, you'll win. That zoom out spells victory. Well, now that's over, it's back to the beat-em-up levels. Now you're off the mountain. And this is where the game starts resembling the classics.
Hey, check it out. You can control Gabe's flying kick.
So this stage is where you have your first real boss fight. And he fights like a retard. But a dangerous one at that.
Question. Don't you just love in games when you struggle to beat a boss just so they can use him later as a regular enemy and several times at that?
Well, here's the return of the bald tackler.
Wait. Never mind. It can't be the same guy.
He is wearing different colored clothing after all. Alright, this is where the game gets interesting here. There's several kung fu masters on each plateau that you climb to. They're waiting to kill you. So, fight them, beat them, climb to the next plateau, do the same thing. It goes on and on. I call it Kung Fu Mountain.
Did that happen in the movie? I guess it did.
Oh, and guess what's next? More snowboarding. You surprised? So, there's more mountain climbing. This time, you're going down the mountain, and there's a helicopter chasing you. Easy. I do that kind of thing all the time. I got this. So when you finally get to the bottom, there's more guys to fight.
Okay, now for the fight with John Lithgow. Wait, what?
Now just look at how big they made Quaylen. He's practically towering over Gabe, and he's supposed to be a big mountain climber. Jeez. Well, you beat the game, and it ends like the movie does. Minus the movie quality.
Now I might have ripped this game a little much, but it's not the worst thing I've ever played. I like a game to have a good challenge, but there's a fine line you don't want to cross, otherwise it becomes unplayable. Cliffhanger is not the worst thing I've ever played. Cliffhanger on the Sega CD gets a 6 out of 10 for me, making it